Folks, we are on to another section, and this one is all about the money that comes into recovering from religion. And who better to talk about it than the treasurer for recovering from religion? Once again, you've seen her before, and here is Shanon Nebo. Shanon, thanks for taking the time again. This is this is great.
I'm happy to do it. I love it. I love it. I love talking about this, and it's not boring to me. Uh,
Well, that's
I
good to
love
hear,
talking about this stuff. Yeah, yeah.
because the thinking about money both is annoying and boring to me. So people like you, we need all, of course, absolutely. So the vast majority, we have everybody we've talked to, the vast, like all of the people are volunteers here recovering from religion. Nobody is really getting paid to do this work. You're not getting paid to do this work. I'm not getting paid to do this work. We're just doing this for the mission. But recovering from religion needs more than just manpower and people power to do the work. We need money too. So let's talk about that. What's the whole philosophy behind um, recovering from religion and its finances?
So I want to just as a very tiny correction, very small correction. We do pay Gail. So
Oh, great.
yeah,
Well, she deserves every penny.
yes. So we do pay Gail. She's not going to be buying any Rolls Royces off of her RfR salary anytime soon. But we do pay her. Um, so there's that aspect of it. Um,
Good.
our, let's see, our philosophy, our recovering from religion financial philosophy. It's kind of weird because I feel like in a lot of ways I guide quite a bit of that. And I bring a lot of my past experiences with me. So before I got married and all that stuff, I was a single mom. I was working two jobs and I had one son on my own. Um, and so I was thrifty. I was thrifty and I was creative in how, I made things happen. And then growing up, it was a lot of the same. My parents were very thrifty. They both worked. And so I always appreciated money and I always appreciated um, how important spending it wisely was. And so I do bring a lot of that. We it's very important to us to use everything that is given to us to to its best, to its most efficient. So we don't want to waste money on things that we don't need, and we don't want to waste money on processes that don't work. Um, so we try to make every single penny count. And RfR is a little bit different than a lot of other organizations. We do not have a membership, and we don't usually get money from the people who need us the most. So, like our clients, a lot of people who seek our support, they may become donors. And of course, there are some people who use our support and need our support who are donors, but a lot of them are not. A lot of them are in crisis, a lot of them are in transitional spaces. Um, and so we provide almost everything for free.
Hmm.
Um, and we do it, gladly, of course. But because we operate in that way, we have to kind of look at donorship in a different way. So we don't really get money from our clients. We have to appeal to the generosity and the empathy of other people who know what it's like to struggle and who can identify with the usefulness of our programs to donate to us. So I don't know what kind of a philosophy you would like to call that, but
Well, yeah, I think it is kind of unique because if folks wanted to reach out to the helpline, or whether calling them or chatting on the website, there's you don't have to put a credit card in. You don't have to sign up for a free 30-day trial or anything like that. You can simply go to the website and type it in. It's totally available and free for folks. And same thing for the support groups. Most of them are on Meetup, and there's no monthly membership to be a part of these support groups. The RfRX is public, and just about anybody can join and participate live or watch them afterwards. We don't have people pay for the podcast. And I think the only thing you're really kind of referring to is the excursion, that we heard about earlier. That costs, that has a price of entry, but man, like you said, most of the services are absolutely free for folks, and I think that's the exact right way for it to be too.
Yes, yes. A lot of organizations kind of use their annual events as fundraisers. And so I guess our annual event right now is kind of like the excursion, but it's not a fundraiser for us at
Yeah.
all. It's a morale builder. And so, we are able to stock up on kind of different kinds of resources. But to keep it accessible for people, we don't make any money off of the fall excursion. So we don't even have that big fundraising event. So we are really trying to, appeal to our donors, and appeal to foundations with the work that we do. We are able to, we try and apply for grants. So that's something that we're able to do. Luckily, because there's kind of the mental wellness side of it, it makes it so we're able to maybe get some money from people who are trying to support mental health.
Mm.
So that's kind of another option for us. But yeah, we do not fundraise in the same way a lot of other organizations do.
So from the outside, if I was to kind of just check out RfR for the first time, how would I know that the funds that I'd be donating or that others have been donating, how do I know that it's been used appropriately and you kind of used in the way that you're saying and that RfR in general is claiming to have used it?
So accountability is huge for us. And I mean, of course, it's huge for everyone, but accountability is really important to us. So there are a couple different ways that you can take a look at how we are using the money that is donated to us. And it's all public. So you can go to GuideStar, and we are on there. And so you can kind of see what our annual budget looks like, what our spending looks like. We also file taxes every year, unlike a lot of churches, just saying. um, so you can look us up with the IRS, and you can look at our tax returns as well, which, I mean, it doesn't get more transparent than that, because I have to do those things every year. So we have to put in all those line items so you can see exactly where all of our money is going.
I know that as the support group director, I'm asked to fill out kind of a report that's made publicly available and sent to all of our donors as well. I would imagine that's a big part of the transparency too.
Yes, yes. We actually do a like supplemental annual report for people to look at or watch. We did a like little YouTube video just this past year, kind of talking about how we and it covered everything, but we also talked about kind of how we spent our resources. So yes, we do, and that's included in GuideStar as well, is that annual report.
What is Guide Star? Is this a book or something?
So
Or
GuideStar, it's like an online charity reporting system. So like you can look, it's kind of like what's it called? Charity Navigator, I think.
Mhm. Okay.
Um, so it's but GuideStar. So we started with GuideStar because our annual income was fairly low to start. So we started with GuideStar because they accepted lower income charities. And so we're still on GuideStar now. We're working to get, as we're growing and doing better, we're working to get on other like charity reporting services, but that's what it is. It just reports on charities. We have a platinum star rating because we give them all of our information, and you are able to see how we spend our money, what our plan is, how we propose to spend money like in the coming years.
Is there anything else that about these finances that you feel like we missed or I haven't asked or we haven't covered?
I guess I just want to kind of emphasize I guess I want to end with an ask. um, and that we the more that we have, the more we're able to do. So for
Mhm.
example, the fall excursion, we would not have been able to do that if we did not get a grant. So we got a big grant, we were able to do that program. um, so the more resources we have, the more we're able to help people. So if and a lot of our donors, they don't give us that much, but they give us like a certain amount every month, so like $4 a month or $10 a month. If we have steady money coming in that we can count on, just being able to like pay our normal bills, pay for our support groups, pay for the software that keeps the helpline going, that kind of stuff, it's super important and we absolutely need it. So if you feel moved by our mission, understand that we need resources and that everything that we get is put to incredibly good use.
uh, as a donor, or as someone who's interested in giving money to recovering from religion, it sounds like I could either do it in like a one-time thing, but it sounds from what you just said that more importantly, what would be really helpful is a monthly type of commitment, like you said, the $4 to $10 a month.
Yes,
And then
yes. We love our monthly donors. It's just, it is so good to have that kind of that steady stream that we can rely on, to kind of, I guess, keep the lights on, as it were. It's like we have like our growth money, which is like the surprise money we get. We're like, oh, we got a grant. But just being able to keep going and being able to predict, um, that we will be able to do that is invaluable for us. And there's lots of ways that you can give. So you can just donate to us if you want, and you can set up like a monthly thing through PayPal. But a lot of corporations do like match donating. So like if you are match donating, so like if you work for like a big company, a lot of times, they will take like money out of your paycheck. Sometimes they'll match it, sometimes they won't. But you can do it through your corporation. I definitely encourage you to look that up. But if you go to the donate page and you scroll down, it'll like prompt you, do you want to see if your company does corporate donations? And then you can just type in your company name and look it up. And if they do, you'll be able to set that up through your company, which is also, that's a huge help. We get a large portion of donations that way, and that's huge for us. Like there's lots of different foundations that kind of go through there. Basically, it's just like software that kind of looks that up for us. Um, and then also like birthday fundraisers on Facebook, that kind of thing. We get
hmm.
money from those. Those are hugely helpful. Um, any way that you would like to contribute, there are lots of different ways to do it. So definitely hit up our donate page where we have all the details of all the ways that you can donate, on that donate page.
So PayPal donations, monthly PayPal donations through Facebook, through your company. And what about like places like if I go to Amazon and shop quite a bit, is there, because they have like the Amazon Smile or something,
Yes,
is that right?
yes, we are at Amazon Smile. We get donations from Amazon Smile every quarter, and those are always helpful. We also get donations from PayPal via eBay. So if
Oh.
people are selling things on eBay, they can elect to donate a certain amount to us. So we get little surprise donations that way as well.
Shannon, thank you so much for sitting down and talking to us about the money part of RfR. And sometimes I think some people every now and then feel like it's the dirty underbelly of organizations, but this, it sounds like this is done in a very healthy way, and goes to support and is absolutely invaluable to the work that we do here at RfR. So thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about that and let people know kind of how our finances work, how we spend money, how we get donors. It's all super important to what we do. It might not be like the most exciting part for a lot of people, but it's really important and it allows us to help people.
Well, folks, that wraps up this part. And coming up next, I think it might be the future of RfR, but I may be wrong. You'll know more than I will in the future.